Hello, everyone. My name is Lily, and I am so happy that you are here with me today. And I thank you for stopping by and visiting me here on my YouTube channel. Guess what? In today's video, we are going to do a flip through of the two most recent junk journals that I have just created. Now, let me tell you, they did take me a little bit longer than I had anticipated, but they were worth the wait. They turned out absolutely amazing, and I love every inch about these junk journals. So I hope that you enjoy my flip through, and I will show you as many details as I possibly can in the 20 minutes or so that it'll take me to go through them. So enjoy! I hope you enjoy this. So if you've been following along, I started out with these junk journals by turning junk to treasure and trash to treasure. These are made from, the covers are made from packaging, and I have covered them with beautiful paper, and I will have all of those videos linked down below if you would like to see the process. There's maybe 4 or 5 videos that I did. And so, yeah, but if you have any questions about any of the items, or if I forget to point something out, just leave a question in the comment section below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So the covers turned out so beautiful, and if you watch from the beginning, I kind of took it apart. I can't remember if it was this one. I think so. I started in one direction and then changed it up. But that book plate turned out absolutely amazing. I absolutely love corrugated hearts, and I will have a video in the near future. I think it's the next video that I'm working on where I will work on grungy corrugated hearts. These, there are 2 signatures in each of the journals. And right now I'm pointing down to the description area below where I will have all of the videos linked to a lot of the ephemera that I put together. So I worked on some coffee dyed junk journal envelopes and also the scrapbook paper tags. I decided to attach that envelope on the right hand side because I didn't want to cover up the "life is just awesome" sentiment on the left hand side. And look at how beautiful that looks. These are papers, you guys, from my stash, and it's everything from scrapbooking papers that I haven't used in years, and also junky papers that I have, vintage school paper, jelly printed paper, just random things that I went through my stash and I found. My jelly print papers are my absolute favorite. And then I just kind of added random bits here and there. This is a piece of muslin that I stamped and colored with some enamel paints. And all I did is staple it to the page. Super, super easy. I wanted to make it cute, but I also wanted to make it super simple, but with enough detail that it'll add little punches of wow. So that is one of the brown paper bag tags that I made, and that video will be linked down below, and I'll also add a little tag up above as well. I loved making those so much, and I think you'll enjoy that video. These are the coffee dyed junk mail envelopes that I embellished just slightly, and I like to use these in the signatures just like I did here. And there is a great video where I show you how I make these. I think you'll enjoy that one as well. More jelly printed paper. I just love these. These are my favorite. I love working with junk mail envelopes, and those are true junk mail envelopes. I tried to use as many or as much junk as I could, and even things from my stash, things that I've had for many, many years, like these flowers. And this is a collection of flowers. They're in a recollections container, and they may be flowers from Michael's, but there's also Prima flowers in there, and flowers that I've picked up at Joann's and at Hobby Lobby, and maybe even some that I've made. I wanted to use beads in the center signature, but I didn't cut the string long enough so that the beads can dangle. Love the way that scrapbooking paper looks through the window of the junk mail envelopes, and I show you how I do that in that video that is down below. This is a tag that came with a purchase that I made last November from a nice little boutique up in Salt Lake. Added some ruffle trim, just glued it down. I did stitch it through the sewing machine with some gold thread. It is so cute, but I just glued it down to the paper. And right there, it's just a little collage, some vintage book paper, and a clear sticker. I enjoyed making these junk journals so much. Just love how they turned out. I didn't do a lot of embellishment. I will be using one of these journals as my own personal junk journal, and I will say that the other one, I have given it away, and I was actually going to keep it and use both of them for 2022. Oh, this is another piece of muslin that I jelly printed on, and then I also stamped on, and then did some slow stitching on it, and again just stapled it to that page. I love how these turned out. I do have a future video that I am working on where I will be jelly printing on all kinds of different things, from fabric to envelopes and just whatever I can get my hands on. So I'm working on that one as well. More side tucks, and oh, that beautiful jelly printed paper. Just love it. So as I was saying about the junk journals, I was going to use both of them for 2022, but I decided to give the second one away to one of my daughters. And my middle daughter is hosting a baby shower for my youngest daughter, who will be having a baby in March. I love that brown paper tag, you guys. I think those are my favorite tags of all time, the brown paper bag tags. These I wrapped in some packaging because they were still kind of wet from the glue, and so I didn't want them to stick to the page. And I just cut up some packaging and inserted them in there while they dry. And it's just some of those Prima Marketing or Recollections paper flowers that have been coffee dyed. And then I just took a little glitter heart punch and glued it in the center. So my youngest daughter is having a baby, and my middle daughter is hosting a baby shower for her. And so I am giving one of these journals to my middle daughter, the hostess, so that she could have it as one of the prizes for the guests. My daughter has a whole list of games that we'll be playing at the baby shower, and so I thought it would be fun for her to give away the journal at the baby shower. She thought it was a great idea, so that's what's happening to that second journal. But I loved making these so much that I have already set aside more packaging and more junk to work on a couple more, you guys. And we'll see what I end up doing with those, but stay tuned for the future. And I love it. If you watched my previous video, I took some seam binding and moistened it, crumbled it up, wrapped it with a rubber band, and that video will be linked below. And I wanted it to be all wrinkly so that I can tie it around the junk journal. I love this so much, you guys. Isn't it cute? Tell me what you think. Here's the second one. Very similar to the first one. Again, made from packaging, has the 2 signatures. And I did manage to add some beads to one of the center signatures because I made the strings long enough. Just how I wanted them all to look, but at least one signature got some beads. I'm just showing you how much I love that printed paper, which were actually treat bags that I opened up and used it to cover up that packaging. I absolutely love, I say that a lot, huh? I absolutely love, but I really do. I really, really do. That picture of that little car. I don't know what kind of car that is, but I love it. That is a muslin heart that I die cut, and it's not permanently attached to the book plate. I'm just showing you how I stuck it in there. And I just love how that looks. So cute. Also, in the previous video, I show how I make that book plate. So if you want to take a look at that, just go to the video that I uploaded prior to this one. Again, 2 signatures in this junk journal using the same exact papers as the first one. And you could see how I left plenty of room so that when I add all of my things, I know it's going to expand and be nice and chunky. This envelope I did attach to the inside of the left cover. It didn't have any sentiment there, but it looks perfect on the left-hand side. Some more of the scrapbook paper tags that I slightly embellished. And then in this one, I added the ruffle trim to that very first page. Not a lot of embellishment throughout the journal. And if you've seen how I junk journal, just take a look at my Christmas junk journals. Oh, look what I did here, you guys. So I accidentally stapled 2 pages together. So I took one of the muslin jelly printed, stamped, and little fabric pieces and stapled it to the page. But I ended up catching that second page. So I'm just detaching it. But I really like how that looks. How I just stapled that on the page. I just love that. It's super simple, but I don't know. I just love the way that looks. And that was used, the stamping is from Tim Holtz stamp, 785. And that is the prefix to one of the telephone numbers from my youth. So I was saying something else and I forgot. What was I saying? I don't remember. It'll come to me. And now my mind went blank. Oh man, I know I was saying something. Remind me down below, because I get easily distracted and then sometimes I don't finish my sentences. So if I didn't finish something, just ask me down below so I can finish it. So this is the signature where I was able to use some beads, and I used a couple of paper beads that I made from scrap pieces of paper, the most fun thing to do. So just roll up some scrap strips and then just glued them down And that's it. And most of these are made from offcuts from jelly printed papers, just scrap pieces of paper that I had in my junk bin or my scrap bin. So that was so much fun. So I was able to use those in the middle of this signature. I did do some stitching on very few pages. Oh, I remembered. I was talking about my own personal junk journals. And there are a few videos that I've shared here in my channel. If you want to go find those, just go to my homepage, go to videos, and you can even search within my channel, junk journals. I think I even have a playlist for junk journals, but especially my Christmas junk journals / December dailies, those are super embellished because I tend to go overboard when it comes to my own personal junk journaling. And so that is the reason why this one isn't over embellished, because I know me and I know that at the end of this year, these are going to be, or this one is going to be super, super chunky. So I'm looking forward to that. Again, more of those brown paper bag tags, which I just love. I can't get enough of them, and I am still working on making a ton of them. So I'm just gathering and collecting all the brown paper bags I can get my hands on. Oh, here's a little, another little stamped fabric. I was kind of roaming around and again, just attaching it with the stapler, because I want these journals to look junky. I want them to look like they just kind of, they just came together without putting too much thought to them. More of the coffee dyed paper flowers, again, wrapped in that packaging so they don't stick to the papers, because I used way too much glue. And just attached it to the strings from the center of the divider, because I didn't make them long enough to add beads. But we make it work. I truly enjoyed this process. And I just can't wait to get started on the 2 others that I will be making soon. I can't wait. So many ideas, so many projects, not enough hours in the day, let me tell you. And I am busy, you guys. I keep myself busy either with work or projects from the moment I open my eyes until the moment they close. No time is wasted. Just ask anybody I know. So I hope you guys enjoyed my flip through and the process. And again, all the videos are linked down below. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what you think about these junk journals. I love them so much, and I think this is the one I am keeping for myself. So you will see this throughout the year, as I will share with you some of my own personal junk journaling. You guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here and for being patient with me. I know some of my videos can get really long, but you are, you're faithful. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. You guys take care. And if you have any questions or comments, again, leave them down below, and I will see you in the next videos. Again, grungy hearts coming soon, so stay tuned for that in the next few days. You guys take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.